Shalom, shalom. With the real Hebrew Israelites coming in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of this current kingdom. Want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash, the honor to the apostles and others, a great millstone that rule well, and to the brothers that's preaching this word with truth and sincerity and charity and risking their lives to do so, and to the very few sisters that's listening, learning, and watching and obeying their husbands. This is Brother Canasula from GMS Chicago branch, and coming to you once again to hopefully edify the hopeful elect. So I'm gonna read the scripture and just get straight to it. This is Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right. So a man is gonna be that protector in that day, man. You know, when shit hits the fan and they really start showing themselves to be the devil, talking about Esau, Edom, all right, the self-proclaimed white man, when they really use their sword, their weapon, you know, their blessing to full extent, you know, the Lord is gonna do some things where that man is gonna be that protector, man. And I'm talking about the men of the Lord, man. That man's gonna be like that too, especially to these females, man. They think that they could do it all by themselves, which they can't. They never could, because in some form or fashion they need a man's help. You know, whether it's a job, lifting heavy stuff, the what do they call it? Welfare. You know, some form of fashion, man. Need a man's help, but it's gonna come to the point where it's like, no, they really gonna need the men of the Lord's help. And the thing is, men of the Lord are gonna be picky in that day. Alright? This Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, which Esau Edom is definitely going to very soon, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. All right. So there's gonna be brothers blessed with spiritual powers, man. All right. And going to be able to be that protector in what it says, be a hiding place from the wind and a cover from the tempest, and as the rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. That's Isaiah 32:2. All right. That Isaiah 4:1 is really gonna kick in heavy. All right. And brothers, you know what I'm saying, gonna be picky in that day, very picky. You know, y'all were willing. You know what I'm saying. We're part of the elect. I definitely know I'm gonna be picky if I'm part of the elect, 100%. You know. You know what I'm saying. Things is gonna be flipped the right way. You know. Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So right now we're fishers of men, you know, fishing for the elect, but eventually we're gonna be turning into hunters, man. Getting at these fools, you know. First we're gonna be hopping over Esau to get to you 2/3 niggas, man. because y'all the worst niggas on the planet. Then we gonna handle Esau because we only got one time to do it. All right. So we gonna protect. You know what I'm saying, and be that covering for the women that we choose. All right. Like a 7 and 10. All right. But for the rest of the women, though, the 2/3, that's part of the 2/3, which is going to be a lot of women and children. Because you would tell this, ain't no. Only way you can save them is to put them out their misery. This is Micah 7:10. Through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, of course. And waiting upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because our warfare is not carnal. It says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. All right, you're not freaking head bashed in. All right, but it's not just gonna be her getting her head bashed in. The other rest of the 2/3 too, man. These males, you know what I'm saying? 2/3 are Jake gonna get their head smashed in, and these children that are wicked, and or the ones that was born just to get, you know what I'm saying, get that judgment, man. It was going to happen, and sooner than you think. All right, and this is let's see. This is Isaiah 4:1. And that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. All right? So these women gonna be like, hey man, we just want to be called by your name, man. That's it. You don't have to worry about anything else. We'll take care of this and that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but we need your protection, man. And that 7 just represents completion, man. It just represents completion. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just gonna be a lot, man, flocking. And the thing is, not everyone's gonna be chosen, man. So we hoping that we're just part of the elect, man. So with that being said, hopefully this is edifying, man. The elect men are gonna be a covering in that day, man, from all the stuff that's gonna happen. All right, these men gonna be blessed with spiritual powers. Point blank period, whether you believe it or not. And if you don't believe it, that ain't gonna stop everything from happening. All right, what's that? Romans 3:3. So, with that being said, hopefully this is edifying. Till next time, shalom.